Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week we are taking a look at growing a Scoby from scratch. Now there are multiple reasons why you may want to grow a Scoby, and one of them maybe you had a mold outbreak like I did and you need to get a completely new Scoby. Or perhaps you simply want to grow your own Scoby from scratch to make your own kombucha, but you have a hard time getting Scobies. And one of the best ways to do this is you can get kombucha from a shop. Now to start, you have two options. You can grow a new Scoby from an old batch of your own kombucha or kombucha vinegar. Personally, I like to keep a jar or a bottle of strong kombucha vinegar just in case something like the mold outbreak happens and I have something to fall back on. And then the other option you have is to use a shop brought kombucha. Now if you are going to use this, you want to look for one that contains the mother. Now this simply means that it's not going to be pasteurized and basically the kombucha Scoby is not going to be killed off. And if you are buying these from the shop, you can often see a small jelly-like thing floating in the kombucha. Now that is the Scoby you are after. Now you want to use an unflavored kombucha for this, as you are going to be using this as your starter liquid and you're not too sure what the flavors are going to do to your actual kombucha brew. Now once you have your preferred way that you want to start growing your Scoby, start by making your tea for your kombucha. The recipe that I normally follow to do this is to make 1 gallon or 4 liters of kombucha tea. Now you want 1 gallon or 4 liters of water, 4 to 6 tea bags or 1 to 2 tablespoons of black tea. Now if I am making a batch for growing a new Scoby, I normally add in some extra tea just to give it a bit of an extra boost. Then 1 cup of sugar, once again you can add in a bit more sugar if you wish. And 1 to 2 cups of either your kombucha starter, this can be your pre-made, or this can be the shop brought kombucha. Simply start with boiling a quarter of your water, that's a fun thing to say, and then add in your tea and let steep for a few minutes. Then remove the tea, set to one side and let cool. Meanwhile, while that is cooling down, add your sugar, your remaining water and your starter liquid to your thoroughly cleaned kombucha vessel. Then once your tea has cooled down, add that to your vessel as well. Now you want to make sure this is nice and cool because you don't want to hurt the Scoby or the mother that is in your starter liquid. And then, as you would for a normal batch of kombucha, just place in a warm-ish location, covered, and wait. Now if you don't know the science of a new Scoby, you should see a thin film growing over the surface of the liquid within the first couple of days. This will slowly grow and thicken and become your new Scoby. Now I let mine go for a couple of weeks to get a nice thick Scoby, but you can grow yours to how you wish. I normally just let mine run through until it becomes vinegar again. And then I can use my brand new Scoby to make fresh kombucha from the start. Now you may end up with a uneven Scoby. This is completely normal. No Scoby will grow perfectly flat every time. And this is still perfectly fine to use. And you may notice some weird strands on the bottom of it. This is just simply the yeast. Now the yeast is just a natural part of the Scoby. It is a symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. And the yeast comes in strands. But after the couple of weeks, you should have a fully homegrown Scoby that you can use to make your future batches going on with your kombucha. Now I have plans for more flavouring videos in the future, including the fabled bacon kombucha that I spoke about in, I think, my first kombucha flavouring video. But anyway, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, let me know down below. If there are any kombucha related videos you wish to see in the future, let me know down below, and I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.